How do you break bad habits? In this video, I'm going to show you. Check this out. Look, we all got bad habits. I got bad habits. When I get stressed out, I eat. I eat sweets and I eat cakes and cookie and candy, and it's a terrible habit. Some people's bad habits may be that they smoke, or that they drink too much, or that they sleep too late, or that they procrastinate. We all have bad habits. How do you break them? Here are a few strategies. First of all, you want to understand where the bad habits come from. Let's say your bad habit is like mine. It's eating sweets and candy when you get stressed out. Where does that come from? Well, it comes from one day you see sweets, you see candy, your brain thinks, calories, survival. You eat it and you get the immediate reward, the immediate triggers of, whoa, this feels good, this tastes good. And then that creates a behavior for you. It's trigger, behavior, and then the reward. So then the next time it comes along and you're stressed, or you're angry, or you're depressed, or you're sad, and your brain reminds you, hey, remember that time that you ate those oatmeal cookies and how good that felt? You're feeling sad and depressed and discouraged now. I bet if you eat those oatmeal cookies again, you're going to feel that same good feeling. It's a trigger, which leads to a behavior, which is the reward. Originally, when you saw that cookie or that cake, the trigger was hunger. The trigger was the need for survival and calories. But after you got the reward of it feeling good, then the next time the trigger became feeling sad or depressed or angry. You're in high school. You want to be cool. The trigger is you want to be cool. So then you see those kids over there smoking and you think they're cool. That leads to the behavior of you having a cigarette. And the reward is, in that instant, you feel cool. And then it begins a pattern, or it begins a habit. Trigger, behavior, reward. How do we break this cycle? The first thing is, the first technique on breaking a bad habit is a technique called mindfulness. And it's just really being fully aware and fully conscious of what's going on and rationalizing in your mind what's going on. For example, the next time you are eating that oatmeal cookie or you are eating that coconut pie, ask yourself the question, how do I feel afterwards? How does my body feel afterwards? How do I feel the next day? What's really going on here? Ask yourself those questions, and then you may begin to find, you know what? I kind of feel sluggish. I kind of feel bloated or fat. Or when you're smoking that cigarette, ask yourself the question, how does this really taste? What taste could I compare this to? And you may find it's something disgusting. But if you can rationalize it and be mindful in the moment, it increases your chances of breaking a bad habit. The second strategy for breaking a bad habit would be substitution. The next time you get that urge to smoke, or the next time you get that urge to get on Facebook instead of working, or the next time you get that urge to have the oatmeal cookie, have a substitute and pre-plan it out. Tell yourself, the next time I have that urge to go get that coconut pie, which, by the way, I've used that example a lot, so if you can't tell, that's my weakness. The next time I have that urge, I have a substitute in my mind. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get an apple instead. And I've programmed that in my mind, a substitute. Your substitute may be, every time I get that urge to get on Facebook when I should be working, instead I'm going to write one sentence for my book, or I'm going to write one sentence for my journal, or I'm going to write something for my business. In other words, give yourself a substitute to go to, because if you don't give yourself a substitute, you're just going to go to the behavior. Your brain and your instincts are going to kick in. Number 3, remember, bad habits come from triggers, behavior, reward. So we need to really eliminate the triggers as much as we can. For example, if your bad habit is drinking too much, don't go to the bar. For me, my trigger, my bad habit is seeing those oatmeal cookies or that coconut pie. You know what I do? I don't keep any in my house. If I'm going to get a coconut pie or an oatmeal cookie, I have to get in my car and go get it. And sometimes I do that. But by keeping none in my house, it lessens the chances. When I check into a hotel room and I open up that door and I see in the mini bar oatmeal cookies and gummy bears, do you know what I will do? I know I'm going to eat them if I don't do this. I will tear open the bags and dump them in the toilet. So in essence, I have just bought them. But you know what? I was going to buy them anyways. This way, I buy them, but I don't get the negative effects. So, eliminate the triggers. If your bad habit is watching too much TV, hide the remote, put it in a different room, just as a way to keep that remote out of sight. Number 4, be optimistic. So many people say, oh, why do I even want to try to lose weight? It's so hard. It's so hard to do this, and I'm not making any progress. I'm just going to go back to the old way. Or I've been smoking for 20 years. Do you know how hard that would be to quit? I don't even think I can do that. Or man, I love oatmeal cookies so much. There's no way I could reduce my consumption of those. By the way, which is my goal. My goal is to reduce, not eliminate, because I'm a realist. But be optimistic. That is so important in this process. And finally, surround yourself with people who have the same goals as you do. For example, I do jujitsu. The people that I train jujitsu with have the same goals as I do. They want to be healthy and they want to win jujitsu matches. If you eat oatmeal cookies and coconut pie and drink vodka every night, you are not going to win jujitsu matches. So I surround myself with people that I know are on the same mission as me, they have the same goals as me, and that makes it easier. There's a little bit of accountability when I'm at home sitting on my couch and I get those urges. There's a little bit of accountability in my friends when I know in the back of my mind they're having these same thoughts and they're not going to do it, and then I show up next day at the gym and we train together. That accountability, that friendship helps me break bad habits. Be very careful of who you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with a bunch of people who eat 10 bags of oatmeal cookies every day, you are too. All right, guys, so that's it. And by the way, I always suggested that you replace a bad habit with a good habit. I'm a 2-time USA memory champion. I teach people how to improve their memory. Why not take whatever bad habit it is that you have and replace that with improving your memory, training to remember names or numbers or speeches or chapters of books. I have some pointers and some tips on this. If you click the link right down below, you can get my black belt memory tips on how to improve your memory and replace that with one of your bad habits. Hey guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked it. That really means a lot to me. I do look at that. And give me a comment below. Tell me what you thought of it. Tell me what your bad habits are. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.